Okay, this is season 8, according to my calculations, episode 6. Meri makes amends. I thought it said she smacks Amen. I was like, what? In case you're wondering, yes, my pants are undone because I can't button them anymore because I'm 15 weeks pregnant and my only pants that fit ripped.
Or cookies. Oh, wait, no, you eat all my cookies every day. You shouldn't do that.
No one's going to side with you over the pregnant lady who can't fit into any pair of pants. My other pair of pants that fit ripped. Okay. Anyway, I have some bad news. And I have some good news. So I'll start with the bad news, which is it's a 2-hour episode.
Oh, gosh.
But there's good news, which is the second hour is all about Kody behind the scenes. And we didn't watch it because I don't care. I know for the recap I should probably watch it and be like, and then they talked about this, and then he was a jerk, and then he was annoying. But I'm drawing the line in the sand. We all have to have principles. And the idea of me watching an entire episode about Kody, called Kody, not happening. So one thing I'm curious about is why did they have to do 2-hour episodes every single week when they clearly don't have enough material? Because they somehow managed to do a 2-hour long episode and then skip 2 to 3 months, because we went right from Aria, whatever her name is, being born to where they're about to leave for Hawaii, left for Hawaii, which had to be, she was born in January something, and they did it during spring break, so that had to be around April. So they just skipped 2 or 3 months. Apparently nothing, I just don't understand this. So anyway, they don't know if Robin and Ariella will go, but I don't get what the big deal is. She's a newborn baby who has a broken clavicle, who's going to go in a plane ride, I don't know, 5-6 hours with a bunch of strangers to Hawaii, a very baby-friendly, place with all the water and ocean and sand, for a vacation to be filmed by TV. So I can't possibly imagine a better thing for a newborn than like 6 hours on a plane, right? Okay, you're annoying me so much today. And then
it's my gift.
What's weird is then we see Janelle and Meri at counseling, where we get to watch them talk about stuff we've already seen on film.
How many times?
Well, I mean,
we
saw the whole thing about Thanksgiving and how Meri was like, "Come on, Janelle, get your act together," and Janelle's like, "I thought we were just going to talk about ideas," and Mary's like, "Here's my 7 mock-ups." And Janelle's like, "I guess they're all really nice. I guess we'll do those." And then Mary's like, in the back of her head, like, "Ah, Janelle, what a flake." But then we get to see them talk about it. I thought, man. And now you're watching us talk about them talking about something that we've all seen. So I'm sorry for that. Then Meri and Kody, you won't believe this. Meri was catfished. And her and Kody talked about it.
Well, really, we don't understand anything that happens on the show until Robin, the resident expert of polygamy, explains it to us.
Thank goodness. Then we talk about Mary's painting classes, and I have to show you something. Does this painting look kind of familiar? It's from one of those Splats paintings where first you buy too much wine, and then they step you through like painting. So I'm pretty sure that her painting classes are really like wine and painting classes, and then she asked for private lessons, where if you notice, when they show the private lessons, the lady is painting the painting, and then Mary's copying it. So I'm like, oh, this is some great art theory here. So she does, so anyway, she passes it on, she's like, everybody has to come to my house.
We need to have a new segment. So what did you learn from Robin this week?
Nothing. So they go and they do, so she has everyone over, and then she gives them a painting. Then she gives them the world's most awkward quiz. Like, and what do you guys see? What do you notice? She's like, well, they're all trees. I'm thinking, if they didn't notice that they were all trees, I would really hurt for them. And then, they're talking about how it like represents her time and the family. And Christine's like, oh, they're bright, they're dark, and she's so vulnerable. And I'm like, they're not dark. Like, yes, the wood is dark, but wood is dark. Like this was not. What? Anyway, so then she's like explains, and I was like, Okay, first of all, them and their tree motif that they've got to like. Remember the big tree thing they did a couple years ago?
Oh.
Secondly, like we've watched the show, we know that everything they do has the symbolism of like Kody.
How does it revolve around Kody?
Yeah. How can we get more Kody into this? So the first thing it should have been like they should have been like, oh yeah, it's something to do with our family, isn't it? Let me guess. There's something to do with Kody, and then like me, and then like it's like. I mean, maybe that's why they think the show is interesting, is because I think this is all new revelations for us. But we're all like, whatever, it's the family. So anyway, oh, and then she's like, oh, but Mariah's not reacting. I did this all for her or something. It's like, well, then maybe you shouldn't have given her a tree. Maybe one tree, one angry, bitter tree off in the corner. Not talking to her mom tree.
On fire.
Or it could be like Mariah like setting fire to a tree. I don't know. Just, just being an artist here. Then they go to Hawaii, and then it's like, this kills me. They're like, most families don't take 2 buses to get to the airport. And I just feel like, we get it, you have a big family. We've watched the show for 7 seasons. We get it, you have a big family. You don't need to mention it every Thanksgiving. You don't need to mention it every time they go somewhere. And then we take up 1/3 of the baggage carousel. Yeah, when large groups travel, that's what happens. So, anyway, I'm sorry. Can I blame it on the pregnancy hormones? I mean, I'm always like this, but I feel like at least now I have some kind of excuse I should cash in on. But seriously, they're like, oh, our family's so big. Oh, really, Sherlock? After I never had noticed, because there's always this blabbering everywhere. Anyway, so they get there, and then Logan and Madison's fiance, something or other, Caleb, and Logan's girlfriend, and I'm like dying to know, are they living together? Like, I don't know why, I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm just dying to know that. I don't think anybody else is. Anyway, I assume so because they're going to go live together, and she's like, I'd kind of like to be engaged, and I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you kind of, I don't know, I feel like it's weird that I'm like more conservative than the kid who grew up in the polygamous family, where I'm like, yeah, you probably want to be engaged or have some kind of long-term commitment when you pick up your life and move to a random city in the United States. Anyway, so then they sit around and they talk, and Madison comes up with literally the worst idea I've ever heard of, which is she found a way to make her wedding all about her dad by having him perform the ceremony. And I'm like, man, that seems like a terrible idea. Is that just me? Do you think TLC paid them to do that?
It needs to revolve around Kody.
Maybe TLC offered to pay the wedding if they could get Kody into more footage. I don't get, what is TLC's hard on for Kody?
When they all transcend or whatever it is they do, he gets his own planet.
I know that, but why is TLC
so they gotta get him ready for it now?
I don't know. Anyway. Okay, we'll see you guys next week.